Brooklyn and I first met almost 20 years ago in Miss Donna's kindergarten class. From the time of our little paper graduation hats to our full cap and gowns, there was no shortage of conversations that we had. Lots of happy conversations, sad ones, funny ones, but the ones that always came up were love and weddings. What would her husband be like? When would they meet? What would he look like? Brooke's answers never really changed over the years. She knew she wanted someone who was her best friend, who would love her through anything, and someone who would make her laugh like no other. Matt, thank you for being the man that my 12-year-old best friend dreamed of. I'll never forget Brooklyn and I went on a trip to Canmore, and as we were sitting at the dinner table, I asked her if she could see herself marrying Matt. And her response was 100%. Every day I wake up and think there is absolutely no way I could love him any more than I do. And then he will do something, or he'll look at me, or he'll make me laugh, and I just fall more and more in love. I'll never forget that answer.
Matt, you are nothing but kind, caring, strong-willed and selfless. Your heart is made of nothing but gold, and your presence wherever you go always lights a room. Now, Brooklyn, you may have guessed it early on in your relationship, you stole my best mate's heart. We would FaceTime each other, and I would chat absolute rubbish with him, and all he would do is talk about you. Within the first month of you two being together, before you even visited Australia, he said to me, Dan, you should probably write this down, because you're going to need it one day. I'm calling it early, but she's the one. I'm going to marry her. To me, this speaks of how true their love is, right from the start.
As a parent, you of course want your child to succeed in life, both personally and professionally, but one of the most satisfying rewards is seeing your child experience true love and happiness, which she has absolutely found with Matt. Thank you, Matthew, for loving our girl. We're thrilled you're a part of our family.
Matt, you've been a part of our family now. It's official. And with a true, profound, deep love, I accept you as my cousin.
Welcome again, everyone, to this very special day where we are privileged to witness as Matthew and Brooklyn make this ultimate promise to each other and commitment to a life together in front of so many people that means so much.
Matthew Thomas Lysart. This is a love story so extraordinary, I thought I would have only been able to read it in romances of this caliber. At 18, I had no idea the cute coffee boy with blue eyes who handed me a free soup would turn out to be my best friend, my better half, and my forever person. Isn't it amazing how just one day one person walks into your life and suddenly you cannot remember how you used to live without them? And now I will never have to.
Huggable. I don't think you realize how long I've waited to explain to you that this is my first ever description I ever gave you. Little did I know it would take a full year before I found out how true that was. Worth It was the first ever description I gave of you to my mother while explaining all the ways we could fail before we ever begin. I will marry her. This was my proclamation to my best friend 1 month after our first kiss. Who would have thought that those 3 statements started with only $2.25 worth of broccoli and cheddar soup, and that's including your staff discount. Brooklyn, I want to thank you for choosing me to be the one to be here today, because I can't imagine being up here with anyone other than you.
There were few moments in life of pure joy, and I'm blessed to say that the most special of these times thus far is the day you asked me to marry you. In that moment I knew that the life that we would continue to build together was one I had dreamed of since forever. With your hand in mine, I am ready for everything and anything that life may throw us. Your love and your loyalty for your family and loved ones makes me realize how lucky I am to be one of those people. I promise to make you feel as lucky as I do every day. I've looked forward to this day long before I had a ring on my finger and counted down the days to this day since, but today is more than that. Today and every day after this I get to look forward to.
I feel so honored to be able to share the rest of my life with you, to look back and see everything we have accomplished in these past 6 years. It makes me beyond excited to see what we take on in the future.
You give me a fun, fulfilled, meaningful future to look forward to, and simply there was no one else I'd rather venture forward with. I see my whole future when I look at you. Matt, you are my home and my adventure all at the same time. And of all the places we've traveled together, your happiness is my favorite sight. It is the honor of my life to first be your friend, and then your partner, and finally your wife. Thank you for choosing me to walk beside you, and I promise to always choose you back, and maybe even hold your hand along the way. Standing here today, I feel humbled and overwhelmed with the adoration I feel for you, and I'm excited that those feelings get to evolve and grow in a lifetime. I fall in love with you all over again every morning, and I will thank God, every God there ever was and ever could be, that you walked into my life that winter day.
I vow to respect you. I vow to keep safe and care for our current and future family. I vow to always have the sunroof open in any vehicle that we're in together, no matter how hot. I vow to argue respectfully and to always hug you after every fight, knowing you don't want one. I vow to help create the best life we can for each other. And lastly, I vow to always love you.
The first time we shared we loved each other, we were at your home in Tamworth, just listening to music on the couch. I vow to find these moments, life's little pockets of quiet, and to cherish them. I vow to stand next to you when life is rewarding, and stand even closer to you when life is challenging. I vow to support your goals and always help you achieve them. I vow to never stop growing and learning with you. I vow to see the glass half full even when it feels empty for you. I vow to continuously work on myself to be the wife that you want and deserve. And I vow to smile with you every day. And finally, I vow to love you boldly, without condition, forever. I've been trying to put in words for nearly 6 years how I feel about you. So today I will finish with this. Matthew Thomas Lizer, you are my everything I hoped for and nothing I expected. You are all I've ever wanted love to be. You are my best friend, my constant proof of love and happiness, and my favorite place in my whole life. You are my beyond forever, and it has always been you. I love you.
By the power vested in me by the province of British Columbia, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Please share your first kiss. It is with great pleasure that I introduce to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Liza.
We're thrilled you two have found each other and found the one for you. We wish you both joy, laughter, and love from our hearts to yours.
Matt and Brooklyn, there's nothing unsaid between us. My love for you is not hindered by distance. Congratulations on choosing each other and declaring your love in front of all the people you love the most. My wish for you is not a perfect life. Anyone can do perfect. But I wish for you all the adventures of life during your highs and your lows. Remember, you chose each other, and you have every opportunity to experience all those joys. Remember, hold hands, you've got your mate's back, and boldly go forward together in love.
All the best for the future, and love you both dearly.
We are so inspired by your two's love, and we are so excited to see you both grow as husband and wife.
Matt and Brooklyn, it's been an honor to stand here with you today as one of your best men. I'm delighted for both of you, and I'm so glad we can celebrate with friends and family who have travelled all across the world.
So, a toast to love, to happiness, to you two. Cheers.